something like that would happen.
Tragedy in a Layton neighborhood early this morning. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Neighbors are processing the tragic events that ended with a 25-year-old woman being murdered by a man she met on a dating app. News specialist Garna Mejia joins us live from the scene where we're learning more about what happened. Such a tragedy here, Garna.
Yeah, good evening, Dan. Those disturbing new details reveal that the victim met the suspect just hours before her murder. The suspect allegedly confessed to the crime and even told officers that he wanted them to kill him.
She heard like 3 loud banging noises.
Like a closing of a door, or she's not even sure what it was.
Karina Mata and Cesar Ado say it was early this morning that his mom rushed into their room after hearing what sounded like banging noises coming from the neighbor's home.
By the time she was already in the kitchen, there was cops and ambulances here already.
Police say they got a call around 3:19 from this man, 24-year-old Ethan Hunsaker.
Hunsaker reported having killed a person inside his home.
Booking documents say Hunsaker also told dispatch that he wanted police to kill him. Officers found him inside the home located at 1319 North Reed.
They were in contact with Hunsaker. Officers located a female lying on the floor of the home, having suffered multiple stab wounds to the torso.
Hunsaker told officers he didn't know the 25-year-old victim's last name and met her just hours before on the dating app Tinder. He picked her up at her home.
They went out to a bar together and then were back at the residence where it occurred.
According to court documents, Hunsaker woke up next to the victim and strangled her. The victim fought back before the suspect stabbed her to death.
Despite efforts to revive the victim, she was pronounced deceased on scene.
Property records indicate Hunsaker bought the home less than 2 years ago, and court documents say the home was empty and listed for rent.
I would never have thought something like this would happen.
It's a tragedy that has rocked this quiet community.
I felt bad because I wish I would have heard something and,
Try to help
some type of way.
Now, court documents listed a first name for the victim. We will go ahead and wait for the Layton Police Department to make that official identification out of respect to her family. In the meantime, the suspect is facing a first-degree murder felony charge. He allegedly did tell officers that he suffers from a mental illness and often thinks about murder and suicide.